Hey y'all, it's Dixie Don. I'm here with my man Willie. We're going to show you a little bit about this new mower, the Magnum HP. It's 2016, so the first things that are real noticeable is the logos, the new laser cut emblem up here, and this seat. I'm going to tell you what, this seat is comfortable, man. It's just as nice as a big King Ranch truck or something like that. It's a real nice pleated seat, little red piping on it. And as always, Dixie kind of provides the best frame. They got the best wheels. They got the motorcycle tread on the tires there that doesn't cut divots in your yard when you turn around real sharp. This is a special one here that I like to talk about because it's a 44-inch cut. You might have a gate for the backyard and you end up having to push mow it. You're out there sweating to death trying to push mow that grass. With a 44-inch cut, you can get in between most gates. This is the HP. So when you're on an HP, you have the operator control discharge chute. And that allows you to mulch grass if you need to, like in the fall when there's a lot of leaves and stuff. You leave this down, it'll mulch it up, cut it up real fine. Also keeps you from hitting your neighbor's cars with rocks and stuff when you go by. If you go by a gravel driveway, you're not flinging rocks everywhere when you put that down. The 44, it doesn't have big anti-scout rollers because it's such a compact unit. It doesn't have the wobble that some of the 60 and 72-inch decks have. But this is still your patented Dixie Chopper fully fabricated deck with 7-gauge steel. This year they've added a couple other nice touches. One thing, the deck lift system. On the lift before it was kind of awkward. Sometimes they had it on your left side in years past. Now they got it on your right side here, and it's a good enough distance away where you feel comfortable pressing it and lowering the deck down. Now the way it works is it comes all the way down to this pin. And this pin is something you can buy at a local hardware store. Just like anything else Dixie Chopper makes, they try to make it to where you're not hostage to them having to come back and buy every little single part from them. The standard stuff like this, you can get anywhere. When we're talking about the cut, the actual cut of this deck, it's awesome because you got that 22 horsepower Kawasaki FX that I'll show you again in a minute. And you've got 44 inches cut out of 3 blades. So what you got is 3 really small blades down there. They're able to turn up so fast and cut the grass so fine that this has one of the prettiest cuts of any mower you can buy. You see it has 3 spindles, and the Magnum and Magnum HP have cast iron spindles. They're not a cheap aluminum spindle like you see in some inferior mowers. I mean, I've seen some really expensive, high-priced brands that everybody knows. They might be green or yellow or orange, and they come with aluminum spindles. Folks, that's designed to ruin. It's designed to break. So right about the time it goes out of warranty, you got sand and grit that get in that spindle, and it eats the housing out, and you have to buy a whole new spindle instead of just dropping in bearings. Dixie Chopper makes their mowers where they have replaceable bearings in each iron spindle. You just take the nut off the top, drop everything out, put new bearings in there, slide it back in, tighten it back up, and you're back up and running with like 15 bucks worth of bearings instead of going and buying $150 or $200 worth of spindles. The deck actually on this has that X2 cutting system that Dixie Chopper talks about. What that is the blades are all offset slightly, and it allows the back 2 spindles and blades to come in a little tighter, and they actually, the center blade and the back 2 blades cross over each other by 2 inches. So you don't have that where your blades start to get a little worn towards the end of the season. You don't really want to go spend the money and replace your blades, and you get this one little sprig of grass. Every row you got this one little sprig of grass sticking up. Not with this mower. It's got a 2-inch overlap, so you never have that one little relentless piece of grass that sticks up there. They do have 2 tanks on Dixie Chopper Magnums and Magnum HPs, so you're never really out of fuel. You got a reserve tank. Whenever one tank runs out, you got 6 gallons over here. You flip the switch, and you got 6 gallons over there. And be smart and go back to where you keep your fuel at and fill up this tank so you don't really run completely out. These have a pretty big transaxle. There's some commercial machines that cost $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. They run the same transaxle. It's a serviceable transaxle, so it has a filter that you can change. And of course, drain your fluid, change your filter every 400 hours or so. And that is the ZT3400 transaxle. It's made by Hydro Gear. And then it has the big Kawasaki FX 1000 engine, or FX 691, my fault. It's a 22 horsepower Kawasaki FX engine, but you can tell by the breather on it that it's commercial. Some other mowers come with some cheap components and stuff, but this Kawasaki seems to be one of the most heavy duty. It's not one that I've been running the Dixie choppers for 20 years, so I can't tell you it's going to last 10,000 hours or something, but from what I hear from people out there, it's one of the best engines ever made. It gets good fuel economy with the 22 horsepower, and it lasts a long time. So if you like this, or if you like anything else Dixie Chopper makes, you just need to pick up the phone and call Don, Dixie Don, at 910-233-4576. Thanks for watching.